I want you to be challenged to begin seeing those opportunities that way yourself. Because every interaction that you have gives you an opportunity to say, how can I look at this from a sales perspective? How many of you have kids? Show of hands. How many of you have kids that borrow your car? Show of hands. Okay, how many of you know you've just been sold? Right? Okay, because every interaction, even in our relationships, comes down to that center of influence, being able to exert that influence one person to another. You know, we know that any good sales champion works under 3 different principles. How many? 3 different principles. So we're going to start off first with principle number 1, and that is that every sales champion has a vision. What do they have? A vision, that's right. And the sales champion that has a vision also has a vision that's made up of 3 different components. Number 1, it is clear. What is that word? Clear. Number 2, it is shared. It's clear and it's shared. And number 3, it's actioned. Because you can have a vision that's clear and share it with people, but if you don't do anything, what results are you going to get? None, okay? So the most important thing for us to do is to make sure that we have a vision, number 1, that is clear. So let's focus on clear, for example. Let me ask you this. How many of you have a vision for your company? Show of hands. Excellent. How many of you would like to have a vision for your company? Okay, there's one more. Okay, that's great. All right, so let me ask you this question. What's that? It's a road. Good. What else is it? It's a sunrise. What else is it? It's mountains. Okay? Now, some of you were at the regional meeting, so you know what the true answer I'm looking for is. What is this right here? The end. How many of you read the book by Stephen Covey called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People? Thank you. And in that book, what's one of the habits that Stephen talks about that has to do with the end? Excellent, Don. Thank you. Begin with the end in mind. So what that's saying to us is we need to know, where do we want to get to? When we're done, what is it going to look like? So what's your business going to look like when you're done?